everybody, this is Bonnie from Bonnie's Creative Place, and it's Friday, and on my Friday videos I usually try to pick a card out of the catalog and try to show you how they did it. Well, I really liked this card right down here in this corner, and it looks fairly simple, and so I was gonna, and it's using this set, Blossoms and Blooms, but I got playing around with it because I'm like, you know, it's simple. I gotta have some fun with it. So let me bring in some cards I did. This is one I did, and this is the one I'm going to show you today, but I'm going to add a little more stuff to it, bling it up, and give it a greeting and everything. But I also did this one. Isn't that lovely? And so, like, I feel like it's very pastel-y, and I just love the different colors. And then, of course, I just had fun doing it just like they did on the card, stamping it with just a plain color, stamping it down, and then stamping. I used green leaves. So I did quite a few of them, but then I did this, and I'm going to show you how to do this technique. Isn't that wonderful with the green? This was supposed to be yellow. But when I did a pink one, I must not have cleaned my stamp very good because it came out orange. But I loved it. I loved the color in the end. And then here, on this thank you, I actually didn't tap it hard enough, hold it down hard enough, and I ended up getting like this two-tone, which ended up being pretty cool. And then this is just Furry Flamingo, and then I stamped in the middle with the Poppy Parade. And that was just basic stamping. And same thing here. It's basic stamping. I ended up using Blooming Blue, and then I took the Misty Moonlight, the new in color, and I stamped in the center, and then I stamped the leaves with the Granny Apple Green. Here I used the dark green. I ended up using Old Olive, and I ended up stamping. Now this really was Bermuda Bay, and I actually stamped purple, believe it or not, around that. But when it stamped out, it came out more of a blue, like a blue genie blue. So I ended up stamping the Misty Moonlight in there, and stamping the Misty Moonlight down here. So you never know what you're going to get. And here again, this was supposed to be purple. I did it in the Misty, or the Bermuda Bay, and then I did the purple around, but it came out lighter. And when I did this one, I did it a little different, and I'll show you how I did it. And then there's one that is like a orangey daffodil delight again. So let's get started, because I'm sure you're all trying to wonder, how did I get the tone? Or maybe you already know, you've figured it out. But if you don't, then let's get started on this card, because I am excited to show you what I did. So there's a couple ways to do it. First of all, you can do it one of two ways. You could take your stamp pad and you can stamp it directly on, like this. And then take your sponge dauber and stamp around the edges like I'm going to show you. Or, like when I did that blue one, I got a lighter tone. You can take and you can use your sponge dauber and sponge it, and then sponge around with this. With the other one, I went directly on the stamp, and then I sponged around it. But for this one, I want to do the opposite. So I am going to do the dauber. Let me just make sure my dauber's kind of got some of that purple off from there. I'm going to take my sponge like this, and I'm going to sponge all this up in pink. And you may have to go over it a couple times. I mean, I know this is a little bit longer, but I want a softer look for this one. And this is how I did the multicolored one. The one with the yellow and the green and I just did this. I just went and sponged each flower a different color. I did one in yellow, I did one in blue, or I did two in blue actually, in purple and pink. And this is the Magenta Madness. It's a new in color. absolutely love this color. And then you're just going to stamp it up like this. And I'm going to take the Highland Heather. And I've got a purple sponge. I'm going to sponge it in the purple. That's something on my nail. And I'm just going to go right around the edges ever so lightly. I feel like after you do it one time around them all, I felt like with the blues, I went around it again. I don't know. I just felt like it needed a little more. I don't know what I'm going to get from this. I haven't done this one yet. And I'm doing right here in the center so it gets those ones there. And then I'm going to go back around it one more time just to make sure I got some purple. I mean, I'm sure I'm getting purple, but I wanted a little bit more to stand out of a purple, I guess. I'm going all the way around it and make sure I get all these really good. And then because we've done that, and it may have dried in some spots, you're going to pick it up, and it's called huffing. So I'm going to breathe on my stamp, and then I'm going to stamp it down. And they call it huffing. And I'm just going to stamp this right as center as I can get it. And I'm not really pressing on it. I'm just holding it here. I actually could walk away. But I want to make sure you let the ink absorb into the paper. So it's Whisper white paper. And I just like to make sure it absorbs into the paper. So I'm hoping this came out a little bit paler. I should show you the original one while it's sitting there. See how this one is more darker? I'm hoping the pink came out a little bit paler. So let's see what I got, if it came out good or not. Oh yeah, look how pale that looks. Oh, I'm going to bring it up a little closer. And when I get done stamping everything, isn't that absolutely gorgeous? I just love it. And I did that same technique on these cards that I did. On this blue one here, when I wanted it a little lighter, that's what I did. I sponged and then I did the outline. So that's exactly the same thing. And how I did this one with the multicolors is I just stamped this one blue, purple, pink, and it was okay that I got a little mixture there because I think it came out really fun. It was pretty. And actually by getting those little mixtures is what made me think of blending colors. So you never know what you're going to come up with. So let's get on with the card. So after I did that, because I really wanted a vibrant center, like a really pop of center, I ended up taking the Gorgeous Grape because it was darker. So I wanted a darker grape. So I ended up taking the Gorgeous Grape, and in the stamp set, the Blooming stamp set, I ended up using this card, or this right here. It's one of the little, I don't know, like a pollen thing. And hopefully I don't get my head in here. And I can see what I'm doing because I'm a little farther away than... But you know what? If they're not perfect, I still think they come out really good. No matter what the... Ooh, that was way off. No matter what they look like. Maybe I can add another one right there. Oh, not bad. Okay. And so then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to bring in the really nice bright Granny Apple Green because I think that that's going to make this whole card kind of pop together. And I'm going to bring in the leaves here. And I just used, there's 3 leaves, and I used kind of the medium, more straight leaf here. Oh my goodness, I'm really having trouble. It's too far away. I guess I gotta get a little closer now to fix my mistake. Oh, well, that's the best I'm going to get it. Yeah. Oh, it always happens when you're on camera. So then I'm going to put a leaf in here. There. All right, and I think I'm going to put 2 leaves over here. One there. One here. Where else do we want a leaf? Maybe I'll put another one right down here. Maybe I'll have it coming this way a little bit more, though. Oh, this side of the paper does not like me. Okay. I don't know about that. And then I brought in this little leaf, and I ended up stamping it right there. Right here. And you can add it anywhere. I mean, you could add one down here a little bit because it's so tiny. You can get it right in there a little bit. Let's put one right here. There we go. So that looks cute. Does that not look really, really good? I mean, I just love it. Okay, so even with my little mishaps of my leaves, it still ended up turning out okay. So now we're going to bring in, we're going to finish up this card and make it look prettier than it already is, hopefully. I mean, you could just do that with it and put thank you on it, but I really want to dress it up more. So this is an 8.5 by 5.5, and we're going to score it at 4 1/4. There we go. And then I've got a piece of Gorgeous Grape, because I only wanted a little bit around this. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put this on here. Get out my stamp and seal. I always like to make sure it's at the top. And then you just glide this along. I just love this stuff. I'm so excited they came out with something new. I love it, love it, love it. I have a piece of Whisper White. And I'm going to take, I think I'm going to take the Gorgeous Grape. It's not perfect, but I'm going to go with it. There, I think that looks cute. And then, do I put a little tiny knot, bow? Ooh, how about a corner thing? So we're just going to string a piece of adhesive across the back like this. I put a little piece of adhesive in the back. So now we got a little corner knot. So cute. Okay, and then I think I'm going to put this right here. I think I want to do a light sponge. Yeah, I think I sponge it here. Okay. I forgot to shut my craft room door, so I'm sorry. And do I want to pop it? No, I don't think popping it. I think just laying it flat is what we got to do. Yep. Okay. I'm still learning the new tool. The one thing I do know is you have to make sure that the glue's at the tip of it. But it does come out smoothly, and you are getting a lot more, and I don't get snails. So if that's all I have to do to make it work, then I will definitely do that. Oh, this is looking so stunning. Okay, we're going to place this on here now. So long as you have that and you keep going, they're like, I don't have any issues with it. It's just, after I put it down sometimes, I don't know why. I don't know if I'm doing something when I stop. So I'm still learning. Still learning with it. And so there's my card, and then I got the base. See, every time when I stop. So I wonder maybe if I try, let me see when I don't know. I don't know what I do. So there is that. Now, what do you think? A little Winkastella, everybody? I think it needs some Winkastella. I don't know about you guys, but I do. Now, me and Winkastella have a love-hate relationship when it comes to getting it out of the bottle. Either I squeeze too much or I don't squeeze enough. So I put some right here on my little silicone mat because I screw it up on my paper every time. So I love it, but I don't like when I screw it up. And then I'm just going to add all this shimmer, this beautiful shimmer, to my card. Isn't this beautiful? Oh my goodness, I love it. Oh, yeah. So if you're new here, I should have said welcome in the beginning. Sometimes I just get so excited, I just want to jump right into my work. And if you could leave me a like, comment, or subscribe down below the video, I would really appreciate that. And I appreciate any support if you want to purchase from me. I have my little information right here. It's Bonnie's Creative Place. .stampingup.net. This is the hostess code this month. It's good till the end of the month. And if you can't purchase, that's perfectly fine. Liking my page and sharing it really does help us out. And yeah. And if you are on YouTube, I go live every Wednesday at 2 o'clock. And I go live on Facebook at 2 o'clock too. But I think I'm going to be changing that. So I think I'm going to just put a video up every Monday. So there is my card, everybody. What do you think? Leave a comment in the description box below letting me know what you think of the card. I hope you could see the shimmer. I really appreciate you stopping by and supporting me in any way that you can. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.